We should stop for a hot meal.
King Pelagius was a prince of Wayrest before High King of Skyrim. The Mad King probably lost his mind after living in High Rock half his life.
What is it?
Hey, Val. Sit with me for a while.
Would you like to talk? Hey?
Can I ask you something?
No questions.
Laugh.
I wanted to ask you something this time, actually.
What did you want to ask?
What's your life been like, before we met?
Nothing out of the ordinary.
Huh, you don't seem the type. I can't quite put my finger on it, but there's something about you.
I was an adventurer.
Someone after my own heart. Believe it or not, I've spent more time exploring old ruins the last few years than I did committing actual piracy.
That's everything.
Glad to know you better.
Say, where did Fathus die exactly? I, ought to give him a decent cremation. Oh. I wish... I, guess the guards cleaned up the mess then. An unmarked grave somewhere was probably inevitable for both of us, and the best we could hope for.
Hey, Val. Let me see your things.
Sure has been
Sure.
quiet around the shop lately. I suppose in wartime, people aren't looking to part with their old junk.
It's okay.
Nice place you have here.
From the heart, for him. Oh, I can finally finish my book. I was just getting to the good part last time we left.
Hey there.
Hey, Val.
Sure thing.
It's time to sleep.
Good night.
I can tell Skyrim has no appreciation for the arts. We're in the capital of Skyrim, yet barely any locals come to visit the gallery.
Is it just my imagination, or is Remy freakishly strong? He's gotta be from carrying all that Dwemer junk.
It's time to wake up.
5 more minutes.
You've been talking with Val quite a bit. Have you learned if he is indeed an artist yet? Right behind you.
We should stop for a bit and take in the view.
My mother used to enjoy people watching at the market. I'm more fond of people talking.
Willing to share any of those sweet rolls you're carrying? Good morning.
Did you just steal my sweet roll?
What sweet roll?
Papa says I won't see Rogvir anymore, but he wouldn't tell me why not.
Need something?
Can I ask you something?
Yeah, what now?
You seem particular about your clothing.
I'd like to look nice. What of it?
How come you don't have a pirate hat?
I hate hats. They mess up my hair.
And light armor because...
So I don't drown? I mean, I have no idea how people even swim in heavy armor. Do you always have to ask so many questions?
I was making conversation. I like your ring.
Just a little trinket I picked up. No. I overpaid for it at a jeweler's like anyone else does. Since you appreciate fine clothes and armor, why don't you pick my outfit sometime? I don't mind. What's on your mind?
Hey, Val. Sit with me for a while.
Let's make ourselves comfortable.
Hey?
Can I ask you something?
Ask away. First, though, have a round on me.
What kinds of things did you smuggle?
Contraband mostly. Dwemer artifacts, ebony, and the like. With the right intelligence, ships are easy enough to find at sea. Or I'd get there first and loot the ruin myself. When pickings were slim, I'd just take a job transporting, specialty cargo.
You mean skooma?
Perhaps a tonal resonance between
I ran
the soul gem
skooma
and the
from
core?
time to time. That wasn't all of it, though. Hey, don't look at me like that. I have some standards.
Such as?
It's one thing to go after someone who's prepared to defend themselves. It's entirely different to crush someone just because you can. Taking on the East Empire Company is no pleasure cruise. My hands aren't clean. The things I did at sea were... what you'd imagine. But I never dealt in slaves or animal fighting rings. We live in a hard world that tests our strength, but senseless cruelty doesn't have to be a part of it. Or at least not my part of it. I guess I never thought of it that way. Well, hey, don't tell anyone. It's bad for my reputation.
What about this note I found outside White River Watch?
Oh, by Azora that. I hope you killed Ironhand because he's gonna be pissed when I don't pay him. I only took the job to front the money for the expedition to get the Star of Solitude. I figured after I sold it, I'd just pay him back extra and he'd be happy enough with the windfall.
So you were never intending to bring him the wolves?
Oh, gods, no. Anyway, how in Oblivion would I have gotten a pack of wild wolves into the cargo hold? No amount of money is worth that headache.
No one these days. Before the Red Year changed everything, supposedly the Serranos served house in Doral. My father was born in Windhelm, though, and he never wanted to talk about it much. What house does your family serve? Or maybe they're Ashlanders? Your house seems like it single-handedly kept Morrowind together in recent years. Most of the Dunmer I sailed with were houseless. Some had been kicked out in disgrace. Or at least their families had been. Wherever you come from, you could always make something of yourself.
Oh, I am ready for a huge bowl of vegetable stew.
Vampire menace. What do you say?
Killing vampires, where do I sign up?
Ha! Isran's going to like you. Go talk to him at Fort Dawnguard, southeast of Riften. He'll decide if you're Dawnguard material.
Dawnguard. I have to say the name is fitting. And it's an added bonus that it sounds pretty cool.
Never should have come here.
Enough!
Definitely going to bruise. Good boy, Scrap. You're such a good boy.
Yeah!
So good, Scrap. What's on your mind? Wait. Kill Val and any companions? I'm any companions.
It's beautiful here. Damn assassins! What did you find?
And
Take a look
that's
at
my
this
stomach
note.
Grumbling.
They weren't after me.
Luckily, I prepared some
Morag
snacks.
tongue.
Roasted sugar apples.
He's not messing around.
Or charred chorus chitin. Sweet or savory.
Any idea who might want to kill you?
Any number of old business partners. But this is about what happened in Solitude before we met.
The note I found about the mutiny was also signed T.S.
Yeah, that would be Tarek Serrano, my father.
What?
I told you he was a pirate, but there's more to it than that. The Dark Rose was originally my father's ship. I grew up sailing under crew and rose through the ranks. If you think being the captain's son made it any easier, think again. When I was old enough and clever enough, I took the ship for my own. I couldn't kill him, though. I don't know if Athos actually missed him or just hated me more, but that fetcher could have never planned this by himself. My father was responsible for the mutiny.
What will you do now?
Stop dragging you into my problems for a start. I'll take care of this. You don't owe me anything. Thank you. You have no idea what that means to me. The first thing my father needs to do is score some quick loot to buy the loyalty of the crew. No better place around here to offload goods than Broken Ore Grotto. We should check it out. Not for my own family, no. But otherwise, it's not the first time, and it probably won't be the last. Occupational hazard.
Tomorrow is never guaranteed to anyone. That doesn't make today any less beautiful.
Hello?
Can I help you?
I'd like to buy a horse.
How about something with a bit of kick?
Had my eye on that gray over there by the stable. Would you take 1,500 for him, with my compliments?
For that price? Sure. Thanks.
Here, boy. Aren't you just a handsome fella? I think I'm gonna call you Windward. I'm ready to go whenever you are.
What is it, Elf?
The last one was a
Well, if he wants to stand outside the protection of the Empire, fine. Let Ulfric pillage a city.
General.
You people and your damn Jarls.
Sir?
Oh, that's
you can't
genius,
force
Remy.
an-
You stay out of trouble now. The Castle Dower dungeon can break even the... That's a load off my mind. Here's your pay.
I stand with the storm.
Keep your head about you.
The Imperial dogs will never break my will.
He'd be insane to try. He doesn't have the men.
That's not what my scouts report, sir. Every day more join his cause.
Sashi, you're more fighting?
Good enough.
Looky here. Looks like we got ourselves a hero.
You wish you were never born.
Stay over there, far away from me.
You'll have to do better.
Here we go.
Worthless fetcher. die screaming.
Great. Just let me catch my breath.
Thanks for patching me up. I'm fine. Stop mothering me.
Thought I heard something.
All right, so let's see if they had anything worthwhile.
Kill him if he talks to me like that again.
Even the last living Dwemer, Yagram Bagarn, didn't know what Ben Stagmer refers to. The ring is a bit of a mystery in that regard.
I love looking at the stars. They're as beautiful in Skyrim as they are at sea. What could I do for you?
You're pretty good with magic.
Well, thanks. You're rather formidable yourself.
How did you learn spellcasting?
I taught myself mostly. I watched the weather patterns over the ocean, read any books I could find.
And you're still in one piece? I'm impressed.
Well, I'm hopeless at alteration magic. You gotta fake yourself out, believe your own lie, as it were. I could never get the knack, but I do wish I knew more about conjuration.
Maybe you could ask one of the court mages about it.
You're kidding, right? A guy like me. These bandits are just pirates who can't sail. Worthless. That takes care of that.
Scrap, are you okay? I'll fix you right up, I promise. There's something here.
I'd like to rent a room.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room, right this way.
Well met, Traveler. What brings you to Whiterun?
That was just
I'm here to help in any way I can.
Truly? By sure, this city could use more like you. Best head up to Dragon's Reach then, and see the Jarl. He's Lord of Whiterun, and can set you on the path.
You live here?
Aye, that I do. Half all my life. We Battleborns have been here since the beginning, along with the Grey Males. Our family's been closest kin for generations, but Ulfric Stormcloak's uprising has divided us. Now, seems we can scarce look at each other without coming to blows. Petty and foolish, that. They are saying dragons have returned to Skyrim. Now that's a real problem.
You don't like Mikael?
Ah, man gives bards a bad name. We Nords have a long history as warrior poets. I am proud to count myself among them. But Mikael, he sings only for gold and the affections of wenches. He dishonors our traditions. May your sword be sharp, and your tongue sharp.
Yes, I am loath to give up useful artifacts, but I unfortunately need gold for things I can't hide in a bag.
I've had to hire someone to do that on jobs in the past, and what with the markup, bribes, extra materials, and all it gets expensive, cuts into the profits. Would you be open to doing business together?
Business? Like, we will be business partners?
That's right. We find items together, you can arrange the useless parts into something I can sell, and we split the profits.
Sing you a special song tonight, beautiful lass?
Talking cards then? Really?
Of course.
You're always working.
I say a lot of things.
Why else would I spend
don't lie
so
about
much
making
time
money.
here?
I think our skills will complement each other nicely.
Mikael is quite the songbird. Maybe
Sounds
he's the
like a
reason
deal,
you're here
then.
all the time.
Aye, the bard's got talent.
I need your advice on something.
You just make sure his
Greater
music
soul
is the
gem with
only
a
thing
shorter
you
length of
admire.
wiring? Or a lesser soul
Oh,
gem?
John, darling, you know you're the only
I'm happy to say our first joint business venture went quite well. Here's your share of the gold, Remy.
Wow, how did you get them to give you so much? This is amazing, incredible, fantastic! What should I buy first? Food? Metal? Jewelry? A house? Is this enough for a house? How much can a house in Skyrim cost? It's not Wayrest.
My advice is to spend part of it on something that will leave you with good memories. Then, save the rest for a rainy day.
Good memories. Maybe... No, not that. I could... No.
This is an ode to Skyrim's
I can't think of
staunch
anything.
protectors.
What are you spending your share on?
Dinner and drinks at the nearest tavern. It'll be my treat to our party tonight.
Really? Oh, wow, what should I get? We're rich now, so maybe I can get something fancy. Then again, this is Skyrim. I won't find anything fancy. Well, in that case, maybe I'll get you something nice. Legally, for once.
You say the sweetest things to me.
On the day of your death, we will... I'm a bard by trade. Perhaps you've heard of me.
Can you take a break?
Sure. My voice could use a rest.